faculty and staff, to the matriculation of the 265 new students who stand before you. An ancient ritual that harkens back to Oxford University, to matriculate is to enroll or register. And this evening, you, students, will register your commitment to the culture and mission of this school, even as it welcomes you into its extended family of faculty, staff, alumni, and fellow scholars. I'm Dr. McNeil, Assistant Head of Schools for Learning and Leadership, and I'm here to do two things this evening. I'll soon introduce our regimental commander, Henry Stewart, but I first want to say a few words about the Leadership Plaza, which you'll see just inside Logansport Gate. The plaza was gifted to the school by the class of 1952 on the 50th anniversary of their graduation from Culver, and out of gratitude for the leadership education they received over 60 years ago. Instead of commemorating significant events or important personalities from the Culver story, as does the Logansport Gate, the Leadership Plaza celebrates the ideals that have made Culver great. Ideals that will be as central to your experience as they were to the lives of those young people who traveled to Logansport in 1913, or those who walked through the Iron Gate almost 40 years later. There are 8 of them: wisdom, courage, moderation, justice, duty, honor, service, truth. Think of them as the 8 points of your moral compass at Culver and in life. The first of these, wisdom, courage, moderation, and justice, have become known as the cardinal virtues, from the Latin cardo, meaning hinge, in recognition of their pivotal role in the moral life of men and women around the world for generations. Just as this gate swings firmly on hinges affixed to its pillars, the ideals of Culver pivot on or rotate around these 4 cardinal virtues. Remember them well. The Culver Code of Conduct, another expression of these ideals, asks of you an extraordinary commitment to participate in the building of the Culver community, even as that community develops and nurtures you. The Honor Code speaks to what is, in many ways, the most fundamental of the Leadership Plaza's ideals: truth, central to both moral and intellectual excellence. Whether your time inside the gate is to be measured in months or told in years, you are called upon as a citizen of the Culver community to live in the truth, and as a student of the Culver Academies, to live for the truth. Remember this too. A 4-year Batten Scholar from Indianapolis, Indiana, and Battery B, Henry Stewart is the quintessential scholar leader. An AP scholar with distinction, Henry has excelled in calculus, chemistry, physics, statistics, U.S. history, and world history, and is looking forward to biology, computer science, and European history this year. Surely, he'll be halfway to a college diploma by the time he graduates from Culver. Prior to his appointment as regimental commander, Henry served as unit supply coordinator, operations sergeant, regimental sergeant major, the highest rank awarded to a second classman, and he has been recognized as an artillery leader through selection to that battalion's honor organization, the 4-gun drill, where he's held positions as guidon, truck gunner, and command truck first sergeant. So it surprised no one that Henry was awarded the Edward T. Tilley Memorial Sabre at the end of last year as the outstanding second classman in artillery. An active member of Green Life and an alpine climber, Henry has been able to combine a love of the outdoors and a commitment to service as environmental summer program counselor to K through 5th graders these past 2 years at the Wilderness Adventures Base Camp in Jackson, Wyoming. Scholar, leader, outdoorsman. Henry is an exemplar of Culver's aspiration to develop mind, spirit, and body, and the school's commitment to responsible citizenship. Please join me in welcoming Regimental Commander Henry Stewart to the podium.
Thank you so much, Dr. McNeil, for that introduction. Do you go to Culver? I get asked this question a lot, and sometimes in the most unlikely places. I spent most of my summer living and working in Wyoming. One evening, I was going for a run up a nearby mountain while wearing a Culver Reg Rec shirt, one of hundreds I've accumulated over 3 years at Culver. In just an hour on this mountain, in the least populated state in the nation, I was stopped by 3 different people and asked if I went to Culver. Each person I met had their own connection to Culver. A friend of a teacher, a friend of an alumna, a father of a student. While they told different stories, they had one thing in common: their passion for Culver and their excitement to see someone else on a journey that they too have experienced in some way. These strangers treated me like family, and I finished my run with a sense of pride in my school. Culver offers a multitude of advantages and opportunities for motivated high school students. We live in a beautiful, natural environment. We have teachers who know us and want us to succeed. We have one of the most well-rounded and competitive athletic programs in the nation, not to mention service opportunities abroad and one-of-a-kind leadership development right here at home. These characteristics make Culver a fantastic place to learn and grow. They don't quite make you stop a stranger on a mountain. What truly makes Culver special cannot be read in any brochure or heard in an info session. Culver is family. Your teammates, your classmates, your teachers, and your mentors all make up your Culver family. And they stick with you from the moment you arrive on campus until the moment you walk through the Iron Gate. When you arrive at Culver, you will find yourself to be challenged more than ever before. You're in a new place, surrounded by new people. As a new cadet, you learn to march on your first day of high school. It's tough. Balancing rigorous classes with sports and an extracurricular leadership system can leave you feeling exhausted and overwhelmed. People often say that your first year at Culver is like drinking through a fire hose, and I couldn't agree more. And as with family, you may not get along with everybody all the time, but you're going to learn to work things out because there's no going home at the end of the day. Even in this discomfort, your Culver family is already leaning in. In just months, you'll bond with young leaders who were in your shoes the year before, and you'll look up to older leaders who are now experts on Culver life and are there to support you. You can be yourself at Culver, just like in any family. This year, Culver will have over 800 students. You will find like-minded friends because we are a diverse group with different interests, backgrounds, and personalities. You will be accepted for who you are. So start being yourself right away. In time, your teachers and peers will know you better than even your close friends at home. And Culver will become a place where things that make you unique are respected and embraced. Everyone needs to step up here at Culver, and you will learn to pull your own weight while also relying on others to have your back. In such a challenging and competitive environment, Culver students inevitably end up experiencing failure and defeat. whether it is a bad grade on a test or getting cut from your favorite sports team. You won't be insulated from the moments that sting. But as you feel pushed down, your Culver family is always there to lift you back up. Your successes will be celebrated by those around you, and your failures too will be softened by the empathy of those who have been in your spot. You're never alone at Culver, and I feel that this is a good thing. On this day of matriculation, my encouragement to new students is that you allow yourself to trust the process. Trust that you can do what is expected of you, or you wouldn't be here today. Know that you will end the year a far more mature and improved version of yourself than you are today. Look around. This is your family, your home away from home. The more you give, the more you will gain. So share yourself and bring out the best in those around you. Here's to the Culver family. Thank you.